Hey guys, it's your girl Miss T. You know that's me, and I'm back at it with another recap. We're talking Monday Night Raw. The first round of the King and Queen of the Ring tournament happened, and we need to speak about it. But before anything, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's jump into this one. Judgment Day had the opening segment for Monday Night Raw, and Jey Uso replaced Drew McIntyre to face Finn Balor in the King of the Ring tournament. Drew McIntyre wasn't medically cleared, but let me tell you, this match was really good. Jey Uso is at the top of his career, really proving that he is indeed main event material. CM Punk showed up to Monday Night Raw to cut an amazing promo. Nothing new here, but I did want to credit them for the camera work. Guys, he arrived in a car, was backstage. They traveled with him all the way until he made it to the ring. I gotta say, the camera work in WWE lately has been A+. The first matchup of the Queen of the Ring tournament, it was Io Sky versus Natalya. Now, I gotta say, Natty has been doing very well. She just came off of a loss in NXT, putting Lola Vice over at NXT Underground. Now she was facing Io Sky. Now, I really thought she deserves a win, and I hope that it's coming sometime soon because Natalya is putting in some really good work. This match against Io Sky was very good. I gotta say, I'm impressed with what I saw. In the end, Io Sky is gonna move on to the next round. She got the W over Natalya. This match was good, and again, I'm really happy to see that Natty is still putting on good matches. And just when I didn't want to call her the boat, she has been trying to prove me wrong. I'm excited to see what's next for her in her career. OMG, but the match of the night for me at least was Ricochet versus the Mad Dragon Ilya Dragunov. And if you saw my last video, you know that I told you this was gonna be a banger because Ilya Dragunov is coming to the main roster to put a banger after banger after banger, and you better get used to it. These two guys, I told you, two magicians in the ring making magic. That's exactly what we saw. In the end, Ilya Dragunov came up on top, but your WWE Speed Champion Ricochet put on a show in addition to that, and it was amazing to see. In the first round of the Queen of the Ring tournament, Zoe Stark took down Ivy Nile. This match was pretty solid, and as expected, Zoe's gonna move on to the next round. Braun Breaker showed up to Monday Night Raw asking Adam Pearce, why wasn't I in the King of the Ring tournament? He wants answers. They ended up going to a private room. We don't know what they were gonna discuss, but Adam Pearce said that he was gonna explain just why Braun Breaker wasn't in the tournament. Now, in my opinion, if this means he's going for the IC title, I'm totally here for it. Braun Breaker is ready to break the doors down, and I can't wait to see him cause havoc. This was a pretty interesting segment. Carlito was hanging out with Dominic Mysterio to go ask Judgment Day for some assistance. Damian Priest, however, wasn't too fond of it, and he remembered what Carlito did to him at Backlash in Puerto Rico. Well, guess what? It seems like Carlito told him, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. I can help you guys, you can help me. And that might be the case. Carlito's trying to get some backup against LWO, and I'm totally here for this. Becky Lynch caught herself in the middle of some trouble with Damage Control, where Lyra Valkyria made her debut to go help Becky Lynch. Now, I gotta tell you, I wasn't such a fan of this because Lyra Valkyria on her debut didn't even get a full entrance. She just ran into the ring to help Becky against Damage Control. Cool, but I really hope we're not making Lyra Valkyria Becky Lynch's lackey. However, in the end, Lyra Valkyria did pick up the victory over Dakota Kai in the Queen of the Ring tournament in round 1, where Dakota Kai replaced Asuka due to injury. Now, I don't know how I feel about this. I love Dakota Kai, and Dakota Kai is low-key very underrated. We need to see more out of Dakota Kai. The way she's cutting these promos and coming out here, I really do think Dakota Kai is a star in the making that we still have to see more of. Lyra Valkyria picking up the win. I'm happy about that, though. I can't wait to see what she does in round 2. So there was a lot of chaos between Bronson Reed, Sami Zayn, and Chad Gable. That madness continues. Sami Zayn says he wants a triple threat come the next PLE. Let me know, would you like to see Bronson Reed or Chad Gable win the title, or would you like to see Sami Zayn retain? Let me know down in the comments. Listen, I wouldn't even be mad if Bronson Reed ruined everybody's parade parade and ended up taking the IC title from Sami Zayn and the hopeful Chad Gable. Chad Gable is also not a bad choice with this gimmick that we are seeing, where he's transitioning into a badass heel. I'm going Team Bronson Reed in this whole scenario, but let me know what you think down in the comments. We need to talk about the main event of Monday Night Raw. The King of the Ring tournament brought us Gunther versus Sheamus. This was a classic. Everything you can imagine, it was that. It was gritty. It was brutal. It was definitely brutal. I emphasize on that because when these two guys get into the ring against each other, it's just total havoc, and I love it. If you missed Monday Night Raw, you have to go back and watch the highlights of this match and also the Ricochet versus the Mad Dragon, Ilya Dragunov, 2 must-see matches of this episode of Monday Night Raw. Don't you forget it. No, like seriously, I'm not lying to you. Sheamus got brutalized. This was his chest after the match. You have to go check out the highlights of the match if you missed it. Sheamus is so underappreciated at times. I know the fans were giving him a hard time for his weight and all these things, but seriously, this man deserves his flowers, deserves his credit. Now me, I wasn't such a big Sheamus fan years ago, but he has won me over, gained my respect, and he continues to do that, and he did that last night. Just to freshen up your mind and just to review, in the first round of the King of the Ring tournament, Sheamus was eliminated. Gunther's moving on. Kofi Kingston and Rey Mysterio, that was actually rescheduled. I'm hearing that it might happen at a later time. I'll find out more details and keep you guys posted on Twitter, aka X. Be sure to follow me there. The description is where you want to check out for the links. And we had Ilya Dragunov move on to the next round after defeating Ricochet. Jey Uso will be facing Ilya Dragunov. Let me repeat that. Jey Uso versus Ilya Dragunov is coming in round 2 of the tournament. Guys, I absolutely love that idea. Jey Uso is totally over. Dragunov, you know, I am so excited for. I will say, as much as I love Jey Uso, I think the Mad Dragon will face Gunther in the semifinals, but that's just my opinion. And don't forget, Jey Uso had defeated Finn Balor to get to that spot. On the other side for SmackDown, here's what to expect on Friday. And I'm hearing there might be some live events in the mix for some of these rounds, but we don't know entirely just yet. AJ Styles versus Randy Orton, Baron Corbin versus Carmelo Hayes. We have LA Knight versus Escobar, and then Lashley versus Tama Tonga. This is going to be really good on Friday. I'm not going to lie to you. Friday is looking like it's going to be great. I can't wait for the first round of the King of the Ring tournament Friday. You already know I will have my recap for you guys on Saturday, letting you guys know what I think. Just a quick recap and a refresher for the women's side of things. We have Shayna Baszler versus Selena Vega yet to happen. Io Sky beat Natty to move on to the next round. Dakota Kai and Lyra Valkyria met. You know, Lyra Valkyria moved on to the next round. And Zoe Stark beat Ivy Nile. So guys, let me know what you thought about round 1 of the King and Queen of the Ring tournament on Monday Night Raw. Are you ready for SmackDown? Because I know I am. I'm so excited for round 2. I think the match I'm looking forward to the most is Jey Uso versus the Mad Dragon, Ilya Dragunov. That's going to be amazing in round 2. Don't you forget that we will have these weekly recaps for you the very next day of the weekly show. Be sure to also check me out on Twitch, where I watch the weekly shows with you guys live on stream. That link will be down in the description below. Just be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date with all the episodes, the recaps, and so much more. And until next time, deuces.